before we go any further, I'd like to thank today's guest, the insert band name. This is the kind of music that I personally, as well as all the other folks down at the Halfway House, love to listen and dance to while we're standing in the medication line. But now it's on to today's letter here on Bad Advice. Does it seem hot in here to you?
Not really.
It comes from Mr. B.C. of Newhallville. What's that? Dear Janet Planet, I am a semi-obscure would-be famous person currently pimping for a fourth-rate act on a nowhere cable outlet in the rancid boonies of suburban jive land. I put up with a scuzzy format a budget an aborigine would laugh at, music that sounds like bulldozers mating, petty arguments, humiliation, disgrace, bad coffee, and the unmistakable odor of a rotting career. And why? Why, I ask you?
But Brad, that sounds exactly like my TV show.
Maybe I'm sick. Maybe I'm a little lonely. Maybe I sit at home at night reading The Advocate and wishing I had that special SWF to show me some discreet daytime pleasures with no pain but some leather. So what? How do I get next to a little chicken delight? How do I get some all-American cookies? Signed, B.C., Newhallville.
Dear BC, the only way to get action in this world is to reach out and grab it. Fortune favors the bold. This is the 80s, and if you don't make a demand, you won't find it in your hand. In short, BC, when you find the object of your affection is coming in your direction, you better go for your guns and make that connection. Don't be shy and don't ask why, just make a move for the piece of the pie, or else it may pass you by.
Do you really mean that, Janet?
Of course I mean that, Brad. If you want something, you've got to go for it.
Janet.
Brad.
I've been meaning to tell you this for so long.
Brad, I'm really
surprised.
surprised.
You're the one. You're the one I've always wanted.
Brad, you've got to stop with my TV show. What about my Bad Advice? Hello, I'd like to welcome you all to my planetary living room. It's a pretty far out place. Jake, of Jake and the Family Jewels, sitting right here with me. How are you today, Jake?
Fair to middling.
Fair to middling? How do you like my living room?
Comfortable.
Comfortable?
Yeah.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear that. Jake has seen a lot of my shows and a lot of my interviews. In fact, I've had the opportunity of interviewing you before, right, Jake?
That's right.
So today we decided that this will be Jake's chance to interview me. Jake, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Janet. In fact, I'd like to say hello to my mom. Everything's okay, Ma? Use a few pair of underwear, some socks. Let's see, Janet?
We hope that this goes to Florida. I think if she tunes in the airwaves, she'll get it.
Perhaps, perhaps. Would you like to introduce the other members of the Family Jewels?
Sure, sure. First of all is Paul Ossola. He's our bass player. He's not here right now. He's a pretty busy guy. He's probably doing a session right now. He does a lot of studio work. And we have Bob Sheehan on drums.
Yeah.
All right, Big Bob. Bob's the backbeat. Okay, Jake. And we have Jake on guitar.
Okay.
And me
Janet
on keyboards.
And flute.
And flute.
Let's start this interview off. How long have I known you, Janet? About 2 years?
I'd say 3, Jake.
3.
Time flies.
Time flies when you're having fun, you know. And you've been playing with me now for about 3 years. I have a question to ask you. What are the things you dislike most about playing in Jake and the Family Jewels? Anything, one particular thing that you really dislike the most?
Jake, are you going to fire me for this later?
No.
You mean I can say anything I want?
Whatever you please.
Jake, I love playing in your band.
Yes, but? But?
Well,
share what's on your mind.
Okay, sometimes you get a little bit cranky.
I don't get cranky.
Yeah.
Oh, not I. You get cranky. Not me. I never get cranky.
Sometimes you yell at me. And you know what I don't like is when you don't like my parts. Sometimes you tell me that this is kind of, you don't like. But what do you expect?
That's right.
No, Jake, I love playing in your band. That's why I've been doing it for 3 years. I met you about 3 years ago, just some mousy-looking little school teacher from stores, something like that. Now you've got your own TV show, and you're playing a great band. You know what I mean? It's like, how has any of this changed your life? Oh, I think playing with you, Jake, has in some ways led to the TV show.
Well, that's nice to hear. At least I'm doing something right. Past 20 years, right?
Right, because we were on store probably 2 years ago on Eleanor Lou's show.
That's right.
That's what led me here. I know that I started wearing makeup more when I played with the band. I was kind of mousy.
I have another question for you, Janet. All the gigs that we've played, can you think of any one particular gig that you enjoyed the most for some reason?
Well,
anything like that?
yes.
We play a lot of dives, I know, but we
Well,
also play a lot of nice clubs.
We do.
Stuff like that.
One that definitely comes to mind is when we played at the Lone Star, which
Recently.
was just the past Saturday. And we opened for David Bromberg, and after that, we all got on stage with him. And I had a great time.
So did I.
Yeah, the crowd went wild. They thought I was great, Jake. I stole the show, don't you think?
No, I don't know about that, Jen. I did pretty good myself. But anyway, I have one more question to ask you, and that is, what do you see in the future for yourself in terms of, would you like to go for another season?
On the TV show?
Right.
I think I'm going to go for another season. I'm hoping someday.
Right.
I noticed the camera crew is going like this. I don't know what that means, but I know they love my show. I think it's their favorite show from what they've told me to my face. I don't know what else, but definitely another season. I think it's a nice service that we provide for musicians because they get a nice video of their band, and also I think it's the best show on the air.
What would you like to see
Entertainment for the public.
What would you like to see happen for Jake and the Family Jewels in the near future?
Well, my goal is stardom. I see nothing short of stardom for us within the near future.
Sounds good to me, Janet.
Is that what you want, Jake?
Why not?
We have the same goals.
Why don't you wrap it up then?
I'll wrap it up, Jake, in a little package, and we'll take it. Okay, I want to thank you, Jake,
My pleasure.
for having me in your band. I know you don't like every note I play, but you like enough of them, I guess.
That's right.
And I'm looking forward to more of the show. Thank you, Jake. Thanks, Bobby. Thank you to Paul. And special thanks to Chris Sorensen, our sound man, who's also been doing all the TV shows as well as sound for the band. Okay, Jake, I guess that's about it, and it's time for more from Jake and the Family Jewels.
Rock on.
Rock and roll. Well, Jake, would you like to?
The world's like a building, it's got to be maintained. Pick up all the pieces and deal with all the stains. Give me my mop and hand me my broom. I'll move some things around, I'm gonna make a little room. Here comes the janitor. Here comes the janitor. Hello to the janitor. I said, here comes the janitor. 2, 2, 4. I got a ladder, it reaches the sky. I can climb any mountain, but I hope I don't die. The ladder is weak, it's starting to squeak. I hope that I'll make it to the top of the peak. Here comes the janitor. Here comes the janitor. I say, God bless the janitor. Yeah, here comes the janitor. Like a building, it's got to be maintained. Pick up all the pieces and deal with all the stains. Just give me my mop and hand me my broom. I'll move some things around, I'm gonna make a little room. Here comes the janitor. Hey, here comes the janitor. Hello to the janitor. I said, here comes the janitor. emotion like nothing in the world. We're together, oh, it makes me feel so proud. You guys let me climb the mountain, yell these words out loud. Ice cream, that's right, got no bone. Hey, hey, uh-huh. Hey, all right. Ice cream, hey, hey, got no bones. It's easy on your tonsils, it's even good cold.